See, I'm old school. Um, it's my belief that me, as a living human being, can use the element of fire to help cleanse my space in the way that I feel best suits um, the management of the elements. But yet I was doing the same thing last year. Now I taunt them. I do it right here where you can see it when you come in the driveway. You can see that I'm having a fire, and this is my ceremonial fire. But yet I've had a public servant drive by. He drove right down there. He drove by. He backed up. He pulled into my driveway. He pulled up to my cable that crosses the driveway. He got out his finger and he started admonishing me. He says, "Do you have a permit for that?" Well, I can. Um, I'm the mad monk. I'm 99% Namaste. I live and let live. I honor the light that exists within you as your spirit. I honor that, even if it's shielded by some toxicity that you've gathered. But I'm also 1% fuck around and find out. Well, and that day, he fucked around. He was on my private property. He was walking towards me in an aggressive way. He was pointing his finger at me and yelling at me. And so I showed him what fire looks like. I wasn't really mad. I was controlled. But he really was questioning his motives after that encounter. When he pointed at me and says, "Do you have a permit for that?" I said, "You better get the fuck off my private property, you goddamn tyrant." I said, "Who the fuck do you think you are to tell me what I can do on my property?" I said, "I don't need a permit to use the element of fire to cleanse my space and prevent, to make it safer." I said, "I know that what I'm doing is safe. I know that what I'm doing is and I'm willing to be held accountable for it." And he got in his car with his bulletproof vest on. He gets out bulletproof vest like he's a tactical unit. He's fucking code enforcement, right? And these public servants have really stepped into a position where they feel like they're elite. Like I told him in a certain number of ways, I said, I spent 9 years stomping in deserts on the other side of this planet, and all of the bases here in America is supporting that happening over there. And I thought I was battling tyranny. I thought I was helping to fight oppression. I thought I was fighting for, freedom. But I think I was more in free dumb. I was ignorant of what I was supporting, and I was ignorant that as a federal employee, that really you got civilians. Oh, those are just civilians. Yeah, your public servants now think that they're the boss. They think that they need to care for you because you need it. You know what? They're supposed to be taking care of the things that we don't want to do, right? That's what a public servant is for. And so this public servant, a couple of them now, the fire chief too, he came onto my property telling me I couldn't have a fire after dark. I told him, I said, and he said, and I could write you a ticket for this. I said, you better, if you write me a ticket, I said, you better show up to court because I'm going to show everybody what a fucking tyrant you are. And I said, you know what? You are on my private property. You were not asked here. You have no warrant. You need to leave right now. And he did. Just like when the code enforcer showed up and he tried barking off all sorts of stuff, I said, get the hell out of here. You're not welcome here. Get off my property. You don't belong.